Well, hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, can you believe this? Like, I'm relatively on time. And I'm finishing up this series. I'm still doing a lot of working in my yard, working on the cottage in the basement. The cottage is currently where my office is. And we're doing a lot of crazy work this summer. Why I decided to be my own contractor? Oh my gosh. But the fun thing is that next week I get to pull up carpet. I know you guys are jealous. I know you are. So, just stay tuned. I don't know what topic we're going to discuss next on with metaphysical practices. But I am going to try and reach out to the lovely and beautiful Carrie Rodriguez to see if she can do a show with me for the Beautiful Witch, because I just appreciate her so much. Letting me stream to La Hermosa Bruja, or the Beautiful Witch, on Facebook, and I really love her take on the tarot. She's been reading tarot for a really long time, so I want to just get her input into this stuff as well. So I know it's very exciting. Last in the series of that I've been doing for what feels like forever, but I kept having to take breaks because last week I completely forgot. I also forgot my jewelry. Last week I completely forgot that it was like a 4th of July week and that everybody was like driving and on the road, and I was like, what is going on? Why is traffic so backed up? How about it's a holiday week and everybody's traveling? That was awesome. So I'm sorry. Please forgive me. This has been kind of a crazy summer. But let's get to the last bit of cards here. So we've got the Cups and the Pentacles that we're going to cover tonight. And then I want to go over all the people that I'll be sending out stuff to this week as soon as actually I find my scale and my labels. I mean, I can't find anything right now because even I have a mess behind me right now that even my makeup is packed up. I have nothing readily available to my hands right now. So it's just kind of, it's pretty bad when you pack up your eyelashes too. Can you imagine? I mean, what am I doing without my eyelashes? I don't know. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so we're going to start here with the Cups. Now, I love that this has obviously the first two decks, we talk about this every week. The first two decks are extremely, extremely similar, with just little differences. So in the first deck of the traditional Rider-Waite, what I want to point out here is that there is a man with a spear in the background here that looks like he's protecting these two children. You don't see that here. You don't see that in this deck. You don't see that in this deck, and you really don't see it in the Lightseer's Tarot. However, I just think it's important to notice it right here and just see that it's there, just in case you're reading from this deck. So the Six of Cups is all about harmony. It's all about memories. It's about asking you to remember when you were a child, when you felt safe and carefree and you were really playful, because children have a lot of that playful energy, right? So it's going back to reconnecting maybe with your inner child. It's also a good time for you to spend time with old friends. It's a good time for you to spend time with people that are just like family. Maybe they're not blood relatives, but they're like family. You know what I mean? I think we all have those kind of friends. This is definitely, I I think that this is a good time for you to see and remember, like, to have that carefree playfulness that you're just like, okay, this is what I remember as a child. Because children can manifest quite quickly. Children can like get through things quickly. But we store a lot of traumas as a child as well. So we have a lot of powerful things that are happening to us when we're children. And I think it is because we're very powerful when we're children until society or whoever stamps down on that powerfulness. That because those childhood traumas stay with us for a long time, right? For me, it's easier to get over traumas that I had in my 20s than it is for me to get over traumas from when I was a kid. At the same time, children are very, very powerful because they go at things that they want with a playful energy, and they usually get it. So that's something there to remember. This also may be, if you're connecting, if it's telling you to connect with a youthful spirit, or if you're reading for someone that you're telling them that they need to reconnect with their inner child, or they need to connect with that playful energy, that youthful spirit. This could also be a time that you need to connect with children. Maybe it's your own children, maybe it's your nieces and nephews, maybe it's your grandchildren, maybe it's just like friends of your children, friends of yours that have children that you just need to connect with. There could be a lot going on. Now, as I do every week with this gorgeous deck here on the end, this deck, the Light Seers Tarot, also, it does make you think. You need to go back and you need to remember like that childhood feeling, that childhood love and playfulness. Yes. But you also need to look and see how far you've come. You need to look at that. You need to like look in your rearview mirror. You need to look back and you need to say, oh my gosh, look how far we've come. Look how far we've grown. This is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. So I feel like this is a good time for you to connect with that. It's a good time for you to connect with your inner child, do that work, because you are being protected, as this guy back here is showing you that you are being protected when you're using this card. Even if you don't see it in these two cards, and you certainly don't see it in this card, but I feel like there's a lot of protection around you if this is a time for you to do inner child work, or if this is a time for you to connect with children or your own playful, youthful energy. But it's also a really solid time for you or the person that you're reading for to see how far you've come on your journey. That is very important. The reverse meaning of this is living in the past. Ooh, yeah. You could have an unhealthy attachment to the past, to nostalgia, or feeling like that it was better in the good old days than it is now. Was it? Are we romanticizing that? Probably. So you can't always sit back and go, oh my gosh, it was so much better then than it is now. Not necessarily. No. Or are you looking back and thinking like maybe you want to redo things? You want to go back and you want to undo that. Well, who doesn't feel that way? We all feel that way, but you can't camp out in that energy. And that's hard. That's hard because you think, oh my gosh, my life would be so much better. My journey would be so much better if I could just go back and fix that thing. No. It makes up the patchwork that is you. So the reverse again is wishing things were the way they were supposed to be, like living too much in the past, or just saying, maybe like, those people that it feels like they peaked in high school or college and they've never really like tried to get better. They just wanted to stay in that energy. It's not a good look. It is not a good look. All right, so the Seven of Cups. Okay, the Seven of Cups is a very interesting pull and push kind of energy here, because the Seven of Cups is possibilities. It could also indicate daydreaming. And it's saying that like all the cups that are present here, are dreams that have not yet materialized. So look at all the options that they have. Look at all these options that are there, that these dreams have not materialized. Okay. But before you make that decision, it's like there's potential there. There's like each of these cups represents like potential. So what the thing is you when you pull this card for someone, or if you pull this card for yourself, the first thing you need to do is you need to just pick one and start focusing on it. You need to pick one and start focusing on it and just saying, okay, I'm going to pick number 3 and I'm going to focus on it. I'm going to see what all the possibilities are. I'm going to go deep here. This is what you want to tell someone that you're doing readings for, or if you're pulling this card for yourself, you sit back and you go, just pick one and start. Because otherwise what you're doing is you're causing a conflict of energy here, because you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I want to do this, but I don't want to choose it. I want to see where this goes, but I don't want to choose that because I'm afraid that the other possibilities won't be there. That is not true. Spirit is giving you or the person that you're reading for all of these options. It's not necessarily like gonna delete all the other options if you pick one. If you pick one and start. Hey, Carol, I am not doing readings today. I am finishing up a series on the tarot. But I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do some more live readings again. So the biggest thing that we see here is make a decision. Make a decision and start spending time working through that option. The reverse of the Seven of Cups is like confusion. It's that just got like really weird. It's confusion, or that there's something trying to deceive you into picking the wrong cup, into picking the wrong thing. If something seems too good to be true, if you have a client that comes to you and says, oh my gosh, I saw this thing on the internet, I can play this game and win $500 a day. That is too good to be true. No. So this card may come up in the reverse if that's what's going on with you or your client. This is definitely that in the reverse is definitely sending caution, saying this could be too good to be true. And so you can have a lot of feelings of excitement, or they can have a lot of feelings of excitement. But when you pull this card and it's in the reverse, may need to rethink that. You may need to ratchet down that excitement a little bit and look at it, maybe like look at it a little closer. Proceed with caution. Yeah. All right. The Eight of Cups. Oh boy, do I love this one. Well, I mean, come on. Which ones do I not love, right? And the beauty of this is they're all the same thing, right? They're all the same thing. They're all walking away. Love it. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is walking away, moving on. This is definitely the sense that you are walking towards something that is for your highest good, is for a higher purpose, and that you are walking into something better. You're walking away from something that maybe has not been enriching your life, and now you're walking towards something better. It's almost like that you've decided not to settle for like, just settle for like, well, this is all that they can give, so I guess I'll take it. That's not what you want to do. So when we get this card for ourselves or for people that we're reading for, what we're looking at here is, are they talking about a job? Are they talking about a relationship? We get pretty attached to our jobs, do we not? We get very attached to our jobs. We get very attached to our career paths. So this is something that you could really be looking at and saying, I need to follow my heart, and I'm not going to settle for something that is not for my best and highest good. And this is a great thing, because this person in the cards is definitely moving on a really great journey. I mean, look, and of course, my favorite here, the Light Seers Tarot. What I love about this card is that she is literally walking towards the rising sun. That's fantastic. She is walking towards the sun rising and just being like, yeah, I'm not staying here anymore. I'm not staying in the darkness anymore. I'm walking into the light. I'm walking towards the light. So this is something that you need to release, something you need to walk away from, something your client needs to walk away from, and find things that bring you happiness. And maybe the thing that you're needing to release once brought you happiness, which that could be a relationship, that could be a job, that could be it could be your favorite pair of blue jeans, but maybe they don't bring you happiness anymore, and it's time to let it go. So keeping that in mind, this is definitely an action card where you need to, or your client needs to move on. The reverse of this is a gentle reminder that you have overstayed in a relationship, a job, or any kind of situation like that, that you've been hanging on and you've been avoiding change. Avoiding change is all fear. It is 100% fear. It is time to walk away. And I see this with people all the time, especially when they're going through a divorce and they know that they should have left that relationship like eons ago. And when they finally do it, they say, I can't even tell you how many times I've heard my clients or friends say, I wish I had left a long time ago. I don't know why I stayed. There's something better for you. Spirit does not want us stuck in a place of unhappiness. So keep that in mind. But the reverse is saying that you've stayed in the situation longer than necessary and you've overstayed. Okay, the Nine of Cups. This reminds me of Henry VIII. Okay, these three cards right here, I don't have a real reason why. It just reminds me of Henry VIII. But the Nine of Cups is all about enjoying the fruits. It's like, I don't want to say fat, dumb, and happy, but kind of. I mean, I say that about myself all the time. I say that to my kids, but this is about satisfaction. This is about an abundance. This is about you've worked hard. You've achieved a lot of goals. And this is not the time for you to downplay and say, oh, well, I had a lot of help getting here. I did this and that. This is not the time for you to say that. This is a time for you to toot your own horn. This is a time for you to say, bitch, I did this. I did this. I appreciate y'all supporting me, but I did this thing. I created this company. I did this whatever. You sit back and you enjoy your good fortune. You sit back and you just go, okay. This is good. And it's nice. But the thing is, this cup is also about you're overflowing in like good luck. You're overflowing in this this abundance, this energy. So you're willing to share. That's always good, isn't it? Yeah. So look at this here. Okay, I see this. And what I see is that she has discovered this treasure. You see that? I mean, you gotta love the Light Seers Tarot. This is so awesome. So she has discovered this fantastic treasure chest. She's discovered this wonderful treasure chest. And now she's just like, yeah, baby, I did it. I got it. I got it. And all she has to do is rise to the surface with it. Look, because she's underwater. All she has to do is rise to the surface with it like cream. Just be like, yep, I'm taking this in and we're going to celebrate. It's wonderful. It really is. The reverse of the Nine of Cups is arrogance. It's overindulgence. It's arrogance. It's arrogance with your achievements. It's arrogance with your abundance. And it's also like somebody that needs constant validation, constant recognition. Maybe this is why it reminds me of Henry VIII, because I think that was his personality. I didn't know him personally, but I think that was definitely his personality, where he needed constant validation. He was very arrogant about like all the achievements that he had done, he had made, and he was overindulgent. Not a small man when he passed. Definitely overindulgent. This is, if you get this card in reverse for your client or for yourself, they need to start working in moderation. They need to be less overindulgent. They need to be less arrogant. They need to be seeking less validation from outside sources. That's what they need to do. And they really need to work on sharing their abundance and expressing gratitude and generosity. That comes straight from the book on that. Expressing gratitude and generosity when it's in the reverse situation means that they have not, they're probably not doing it. So if this card is in reverse, they may need to start being grateful for what they have. Yeah. Okay, the Ten of Cups. Okay, the Ten of Cups, this is so great because this is happiness and fulfillment. It's happiness and fulfillment. It's a great life. It's a happy family. It's a great community. It's just like it's like you're getting everything that you want on all levels. Like there's so many levels of achievement here, in love, in success, in everything. Now, I do love, like, again, I love these cards because they all show the rainbows of, like, you know, the rainbows at the end of the storm, and there's happiness, you know, there's happiness in life. But what I truly, truly love about the Light Seers Tarot is, look at this. This is a happy life. This is a happy and successful life in all levels, in all aspects. But I want you to take a look at this. It is not without twists and turns and ups and downs. It means that there may be some things that happen to you from time to time, and it happens to everyone. I mean, come on. Even Beyonce got cheated on, you know, and then she like came up with this awesome song, and Becky with the good hair, and you know, stuff happens, shit happens, right? So the thing is, this is a very happy life. This is a wonderful, happy, and successful life. a great home, a great family, a great career path. This is joy. It's not without its twists and turns and ups and downs. Life is a roller coaster. It is not a merry-go-round. We don't want to live on a merry-go-round. We want to have the roller coaster, the excitement of the highs. And yes, there's lows there, but it doesn't mean that you have a bad life. It doesn't. That is what I love about this card. This is exactly what I love about this card. So it's a good wrap. It's a good ending. The reverse of this card is disharmony. It's disharmony. It's it can mean that there's an obstacle, that's keeping you from achieving your wonderful life, your happy, successful partnership, marriage, whatever, in love. There's an obstacle that is keeping you from being successful in maybe your job, your career path. There's obstacles like keeping you from conquering a goal, from achieving a goal. And what it's doing is it's keeping you from creating that harmony that will bring you joy, because harmony is not an overwhelming amount of happiness. Harmony is the balance between those really, really great days, those really great highs, and the really shitty days, those real low lows. Harmony is the balance between the two of them. It's up and down, right? It's important that we don't camp out in the low parts, that we do find those higher vibrational emotions when we can. Yeah. So again, the reverse, there's a disconnect between you and your loved ones, between you and your partner, between you and your spouse, family members, whoever you're close to, maybe even your friend group or your community. But there's a disconnect. There's an obstacle in the way of you being able to achieve your success in your life, what you want in life, whether this is with a job, a relationship, whatever this is. There's an obstacle there keeping you from achieving your goals. But there's always a way out. Just remember that. If you're pulling this card for yourself or for someone else, just remember there's always a way out. There's always an opportunity that Spirit gives you to turn things around. I love it. Okay, now we are done with the cups. We are moving on to the pentacles. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I did talk about this on one of the other shows, that the cup energy is very much our emotional, it's our emotions, it's our intuition, it's our perception, it's those kinds of emotions. Not to say that any of the other suits don't cover emotions as well, because the pentacles, it's our security, it's our money, it's our knowledge, it's things that we use as commodities, it's how we make money, but it's also our attachment to the physical, our attachment to people, places, and things. So it could be an attachment to like our loved ones, to our friend groups, or to our spouses, or whatever. Okay, so pentacle energy. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so I have a couple of things to point out about that last card, because the Light Seers Tarot is my new favorite. So the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity. It's about sharing. It's about like giving back. But it's also it's giving and sharing, like and being able to rejoice in the feeling of being able to be generous. It's sometimes people feel unworthy, or they feel undeserving, and you're giving it to them and saying, no, you do deserve this. So it's more of like you're helping someone, to live their best life. You're helping someone to grow. This is about the act of giving. That's not the only thing that this is about, okay? This is about an act of kindness. This is about being comfortable with receiving as well as giving. And I think a lot of us have an issue with receiving as well as giving. But if you do that, then you'll understand the flow of abundance. So this is also about investing in yourself. This is about investing time, energy, money, whatever in yourself. And it's about an equal give and take. So when we are giving to others, maybe Spirit is giving to us. Maybe Spirit is asking someone out there to give to you so that they can, again, so Spirit can help them. If you are receiving, it's that same energy. It's that same energetic abundance. It's a give and take. It should be an equal give and take. So if you don't have a lot of money, but you have time, maybe you're volunteering at places that really need the help. And all of a sudden, someone is there helping you out, saying, hey, let me spot you this so that you can keep going this month. Let me make sure that you have enough to pull it together. It happens. But this is definitely a give and take energy. And this is definitely about you investing in yourself. But it's also about that generosity of spirit where you are, excuse me. It's also about that generosity of spirit where you're giving something out and you're not expecting anything in return. So a lot of layers to this card. Now, I want to point something out here to you, of course, with the Light Seers Tarot. Do you see this lovely figure 8 in the back? The infinity symbol. The infinity symbol is that equal give and take. Yeah. And what I love about this card is that you really can't tell whether this hand is dropping coins or pentacles down into the hand below it, or if it's taking them. Maybe it's doing both. Huh? I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's doing both. But this is the equal give and take that we're talking about. And look at this. All of these cards have a scale. Balance, balance, balance. Yeah. So the reverse of the Six of Pentacles is, I don't call it generosity, but it's like somebody attaches strings to it. Like they'll say, well, I'll give you the money, but I'm going to need you to do XYZ. I'll give you the money, but I'm really going to need you to do this for me. We see this in politics all the time, right? They'll be like, yeah, I'll do that for you, but I'm going to need you to vote for this bill, or I'm going to need you to vote this way. Yeah, it's a big deal. So this is something that you need to watch for if you get this card in reverse, or if it comes up in reverse for one of your clients. You really need to watch out for this, or you need to tell them to watch out for the intentions behind the generosity, because there's something that is going to tap into your resources in some way. I know. Isn't that sweet when people do that? All right. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So the Seven of Pentacles is, I didn't flip my page. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is patience. It's growth. But the thing is, it's not stagnant. It's not stagnant. It's definitely, you need to be patient. You're coming close to reaching your goal, And it's not time to celebrate yet. It's not time to bust out the bubbly. It's not time to be like, yeah, we're doing this up. No, it's not time to do that. It is definitely time for you to say, okay, all right, I'm seeing some progress. I'm seeing it happen. I'm really excited. I'm feeling really good about this. So this is the time for you to say, this is a marathon, not a sprint. This is a journey, and it takes time to grow. It takes time for things to grow. What I truly like about this is that in this card here, of course, it's the Light Seers Tarot, is that you can see how deep the roots are going, how deep everything is growing, when maybe everybody else doesn't see the growth above. They don't see how deep the roots are. They don't see how much you've been nurturing and growing the roots. They're just seeing what's above. That's not always accurate, is it? No, because a strong and sturdy root system in anything that you are trying to do, whether it's your job, your relationship, like a new degree, whatever it is that you're doing, cultivating the roots is going to be the best thing to do, because it's going to help you in the long run. It's going to help you to grow without having to go back and like redo the basics again. So that's a pretty awesome thing. This is definitely, when the time is right, you'll be able to harvest the fruits of your labor, and it's going to be great. But you don't go to school on the first day of the class and go, I should know all of this by the end of this class. No, I took organic chemistry 3 times, and I'm not sure that I still understand that. So that's fun. Yeah. But the reverse of this card is impatience and procrastination. Yeah. So this can suggest that you haven't been working towards your goals. You haven't like put the passion in. You haven't put the conviction in. You haven't been nurturing those, like the root system. You haven't been nurturing like what you're trying to grow. And you're getting frustrated because it's not growing the way that you want it to. It's not growing bigger. It's just, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. And you're like, why haven't I seen results already? Because it's not time. It's not time. You don't plant a seed and then the next day expect to go out there and find corn or watermelon or cucumbers or whatever. You don't do that. No. This is, when you're getting this card in reverse, your goals may need to be adjusted. And you may need to adjust your mindset, or your client may need to adjust your mindset, their mindset. Yeah. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles. I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles. Now, this is awesome, because it does look like this is a lot of hard work. It's a lot of productivity, right? I mean, look, these guys are pounding it out. Oh my gosh, that sounds really horrible, doesn't it? These guys are really working hard. It's like someone is doing what they love. They are working really hard towards financial success, towards security, stability. They're working on their knowledge. This is dedication. This is dedication. This is learning something new, maybe. But the thing is like your efforts are moving in that right direction. This is a very productive time. It is. Now, I want to, again, I think we know what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to pull in the Light Seers Tarot. Look at this. She's working really hard. She's multitasking. She's got a lot of stuff going on. She's working in lots of different areas. And look at that. She's burning a green candle, and that's manifesting money. That is manifesting abundance. So she's working really hard at all of these things. And I think that this is manifesting at its finest because this is hard work. This is productivity. This is multitasking and just being like, yeah, I'm a boss bitch. I'm going to make this happen. And that's exactly what she's doing in this picture. That's exactly what she's doing in this card. So this is showing that your efforts or your client's efforts, if you're reading for someone else, are not going to go unnoticed. And this is a wonderful time for you to build up your knowledge, your security, your stability, your money. This is a wonderful time for it. And working very hard, you're going to find a lot of success here. Love that. And it's important that you love what you do. Yes, because all of these people love what they do. No matter where we're at here, look, all three of them, they're happy. They're working. They're like, yep, I'm creating, doing a good thing here. Really happy as we go. I know, it's great. Okay, now the reverse of this is burnout, overworking, or being undervalued. The reverse of the Eight of Pentacles is where you're just feeling burned out. And I'm going to tell you, I should save this for another day, but I just want to tell you guys, this has happened to me. Like the last few months have been really, it's been challenging the last few months for me, but I'm finally coming out of it because I decided to just be like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go at my own pace. I'm not going to listen to a team of people telling me this is what I need to do. This is what I have to do and stressing me out. I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm working towards it. I'm not staying stagnant. I'm working towards something. That's the good thing. But the reverse of the Eight of Pentacles is feeling burned out. It's overworking. Again, feeling undervalued. A lot of people, when they're considering leaving their job, you get this in reverse. When they're just like unhappy with maybe a career path, this is where you have to say, hang on just a second. Why did you go into this? Why did you go into this field? Why did you go into this, like this line of study? Why did you start this? Help them find the love of what this path that they chose. Help them find that love for it again. I mean, you can get burned out doing something that you really love. You can. So this is, if you get this in reverse for your clients or for yourself, help them or help yourself find the love for that work again. I know, it'll be great. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. Love this. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles, just flip my little notes here. The Nine of Pentacles is success. It's success. It symbolizes, it symbolizes like harvest. Like this is where you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so great. This is a complete abundance. I'm ready to share it with everybody. This is what I've cultivated. I'm so happy. There's no lack here. There's no lack for anything. And you have everything that you need and more. And look at these pictures. Grapes, grapes, grapes. This is an abundant harvest. This is an abundant harvest, and this is wonderful. So you are just like, oh yeah, I have everything I need and then some. So I am ready to share. I'm ready to I'm ready to enjoy all the hard work, all the choices that I've made, all the investments that I've made, and I'm ready to enjoy that. You feel safe and you feel happy. Isn't that great? I love that. That's freaking awesome. So this is someone, all of these cards are women, that they're standing in this garden and they're not afraid. They haven't been afraid to get their hands dirty. They've been working hard. But they're seeing that abundance, and it's sort of like that energy of the Empress that has the belly in most of the pictures, the pregnant belly, because this is an energy of abundance. So she's got a bird that's helping her, that's guarding her, but so she's not getting too materialistic, but she's definitely enjoying a lot of prosperity. Love it. Oh, the reverse. The reverse is lack of appreciation and too much materialism. This is overspending. Overspending can be a bad thing when you pull this card in the reverse. You have an unstable financial situation. Maybe you're burning the candle at both ends with your money, and that is not gonna last very long. This may also point out that you're overworking yourself and not taking time to enjoy life, which in the right side position, this could also indicate a vacation, which is so much fun. But this is something where you really need to check in with your intuition. If you're pulling this card for someone, or if you're pulling this for yourself, what's going on in their life? Are they living in a place where they're overspending, they're focused too much on the material, and they're not focused as much on the spiritual? Remember the Two of Pentacles, there is a balance there. Yeah. All right. Last card. Oh, I know. All the angels sing. I know. It's great. That's great. Okay, the last card. The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is it's wealth, it's family, it's like, it is inheritance, but it's more about the family that is supporting you through life. So this could be blood relatives, but it could be, our friend group that we call family. This is a time when you need to focus, or your client needs to focus on spending time with people that they love, making sure that you have that network, making sure that you have that group, that family, even if it's, a family of spirit. This could mean that someone is getting an inheritance. This could mean that you are starting to save money for something. Maybe something that's going to benefit your children or their children. This is definitely planning for the future. This is definitely planning for a prosperous future, because you're in a prosperous situation. So you're planning for prosperity in the future. This is also, I want to emphasize this as hard as I can. It's not just always about money. It's also about knowledge. Knowledge is such a commodity. And I want to make sure that you understand that the Pentacles also represent knowledge. That being said, the reverse of the Ten of Pentacles is maybe someone is breaking with tradition, which can be both good and bad. It really depends. It depends on the situation. But this could be breaking with traditions. This can also be a challenging time in your family. You get this card when people feel controlled, by their parents or by their children or by their in-laws. Oh my gosh, I get that a lot. They feel like that some things are expected of them that they just can't deliver. There could be conflicts over property. There could be conflicts over inheritance. If you get this in the reverse, this could also mean a fear of moving to the next level, because you've got into a place in a comfort zone and you're just like, no, I am not ready for a change. I'm not looking for that. Again, we see a lot of layers here. Yeah, but the Ten of Pentacles is definitely, it's about family, it's about wealth. It is about the connection that we have with the people that we hold, the people that we have the strongest attachment to here in the physical, the people that we hold dear. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that is it, my friends. This was the last of it. So a few announcements that I want to make sure everybody is aware of. You're gonna have to see my face with no eyelashes and no makeup, because again, my makeup is packed. So crap, I did that wrong. There we go. All right. This is the deck of cards that I have been talking about non-stop for the past few months. The Light Seers Tarot by Chris On. I am currently sold out of them. I'm waiting for a shipment to come in, but I've still been working on my website, so it's not up and running right now. The next thing that I want to point out, if you are just learning the tarot, and even if you're listening to this in the reruns and you've never bought tarot cards, or you're just trying to figure out if you want to do them, this is a wonderful, wonderful resource. Okay. It is the Guided Tarot box set by Stephanie Capone. Capone? I think I'm saying that right. This is wonderful. It has a really fantastic book, which I got a lot of the information about the cards from this book and a couple of others, which they're all very similar, let's face it. But this is a wonderful, wonderful box set because it comes with the cards, it comes with the book. It's truly, truly awesome and amazing. This is the second deck that I've been using. It's the golden. Well, it's not. This is not with me today. Here we go. Golden Universal Tarot. Sorry, I packed up my bigger light kits. I just have the small ring lights on me right now. I know. It's a mess. The Golden Universal Tarot is the second card in the lineup that I'm using. The Morgan Greer cards are the third one in the lineup. Really, come on. Really fantastic cards. They're really, really cool. My friend Gretchen turned me onto them, and they're fantastic. I highly recommend you looking at the tarot cards. When we first started this series, I talked a lot about how to pick out your tarot cards, how to pick out something that's right for you, how to pick out like something that you can work with. Because ultimately, and I wrote this down because I had a client say that what they wanted to do was learn to how to interpret the cards, but they wanted to learn how to use the cards to trigger their intuition. And that's what I hope for in this series, is helping you guys to use tarot cards as a tool. It is. It's a tool to help you trigger your intuition. If you want to read from the book, that's okay. But what you need to understand is that there's multiple meanings to all of these cards, and you have to listen to your guidance for what you need to tell your clients or what you need to tell yourself. The major and minor arcana, I did have a question about this. Thank you, Courtney. The major and minor arcana together. The minor are like the details. It's the undercurrents. It's the fill in the blank answers. But the major arcana is the bigger situation that's going on. is the major thing that's happening. So you can sort of put that into perspective, you know, when you're looking at that and going, okay, how do I balance this? Yeah. The major arcana is definitely the bigger deal, the heavier hitter. The taboo cards, please do not sweat it if you pull the Tower, the Devil, or the Death card for yourself or for your clients. They are not the boogeymen. They are not. For me, I'll tell you, the Five of Cups, that's an unhappier card to me. Pulling some of these cards in reverse, it's unhappier. But I don't pull reverse cards. And I know there's a lot of readers out there, and there's a lot of classes that I've taken in the tarot for the last 4 years that has said, you know, you're missing out on half the deck if you don't read the reverse cards. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. You do what's right for you. And I covered that in like the first video in this series as well, about like how to read, how to pull, like, you know, maybe some spreads to use. So again, I do have all of those spreads on like a PDF, that because I use it for some of my classes that I teach. So if you're interested in any of the handouts that I've done in any of the previous previous videos, just email me at this email address and tell me what it is that you're looking for. On my website, I will have the handouts when I get that up and running again. I know it's really hard switching website companies. It's just like a massive headache. And I'm like, I don't know why I studied biology and chemistry. I really should have studied website design and carpentry. Yeah, that's what I should have studied. Okay, so I think I covered everything. Let me tell you guys, Karen Tomlinson is getting a calendar and the Morgan Greer deck that I used during this whole series. Karen Tomlinson, this is on its way to you. Alethea, you are getting selenite. Tiffany, you are getting adventuring Merkaba. I also have, oh my goodness, hang on. There's 2 other people that are getting stuff, and I have them written down, but not in this notebook. I don't know why. Maybe it's in my phone. Hold. I know. I'm like, really? Teresa, you have a bunch of stuff coming. I do have more additional like things that you also won. And yes. So one of our like normal, like usual suspects listeners had surgery recently. She's been going through a hard time. And so I am sending you some selenite out as well. I know. Just thought you might like that, Kelsey. Just for fun. All right. So I think that covers all the winners of like everybody that has been winning stuff. We've got everything. I have most of everything unearthed. Can you believe it? I mean, why did I pack this up when I knew that I was going to need it? I don't really know where my head was at, but it's okay. I'm pretty sure I've located 90% of everything. But I do have Karen's out, and I have half of Teresa's out, and I know where Tiffany's is. We're doing good. We're doing real good. Yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know I have been covering this for what seems like a really, really long time, but I think that it's important to really spend time and go through the tarot just like one step at a time. And starting, you know, we started with integrity, taking integrity in readings, then picking out your cards, doing the spreads, what you choose. There's a lot of options out there, people. There really are. You're not limited. And the tarot is not nearly as spooky and as hard to use as I have thought since 1995. It's not. It's not. I didn't start developing a relationship with the tarot until 2020, and I've been reading for a really long time because I bought my first deck of cards in 1995. So I know that should tell you something. But these cards are meant to trigger your intuition, okay? They're not gospel. People have free will and they will change their minds. And sometimes that's what they need to hear. They need to hear something that will help them change their minds so that they can change their path and find something better. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much for putting up with me with no makeup and no eyelashes, because seriously, I cannot believe I packed up my eyelashes. I have part of my makeup down here, but it's not the part that I need. Isn't that sad? I mean, I think it would be great to come on here with, like, you know, lovely eyeliner or eyeshadow and lipstick. But I would like to have the foundation. I'd like to have all of that. And I'd like to locate my eyelashes. I mean, how am I supposed to operate without these damn eyelashes? If you are watching from Readings at the Round Table, thank you so much for your patience while I am like reorganizing and restructuring my channel. I think I'm kind of done with listening to everyone else's opinions, and I'm going to just do what is right for me. So we're going to go with that. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you again to Carrie at La Hermosa Bruja, the beautiful witch, for letting me stream to her channel every Tuesday night. You rock the Casbah, Carrie. And make sure, if you're watching from Readings at the Round Table, or if you're watching from Metaphysical Round Table on Facebook, make sure you check out La Hermosa Bruja. She has amazing stuff on her website, and she does readings. She's freaking awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And until we see each other again, what are you going to do? Get out there and make your magic. Bye.